guys ever wonder what a $1,200 putter's like? I wondered the same thing. So check this out. So I was playing around on Ping's website and they have their PLD milled putters, but it says this thing about get a PLD custom. I'm like, what in the world is this? So they have a virtual fitting, or they have a personal fitting in Scottsdale, which is not where we're at. So I decided to schedule a custom fitting, and what I wanted to test is if the $1,200 putter is really gonna be worth it compared to like a Scotty or even the regular PLDs, which are about 500. What am I getting for that $700 difference? Well, we're gonna find out together. Got my fitting package in the mail. Let's go. Okay, so don't forget, if you guys are in the Denver, Colorado area, you guys can come get fitted in our showroom here if you guys need any clubs or anything. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel. It helps us out a ton when you do that. A pair of scissors would have been nice. Okay, so what they did is I did a deposit for this, is a couple $100 or something. And I basically had to fill out a questionnaire. What type of misses do you have? Do you miss left? Do you miss right? Do you miss your putt short? What type of putter head do you like? So this is like a little analytics thing that we're gonna have to follow the instructions on and see how well or how easy we can get fitted. So we have a return label. So we gotta send this return label to them. And here's our instruction. Whoa, check this out. So this is like a little holder, I think. This goes on my current putter. Then they sent us an iPod Touch. What in the heck? And then this putting disc. So these are the three things we're using to test. So it's gonna look like this on our putter. So essentially, let's just follow the instructions and see what happens. Okay, so essentially this is gonna take data on my current putter and analyze my stroke, and then it's gonna send it to a fitter, and then we have a Zoom conference call with him next week. And I'm actually gonna ask him, hopefully he lets us film that conference call. I'm gonna actually ask him, what am I getting for the extra $700? All right, power on the iPod, check. Press the PLD button on the bottom of the screen, done. Connected to Wi-Fi, right-handed. Use the scroll to enter your height. 6'3". Wrist to floor. Well, we're gonna need a tape measure. We had to stop the camera because I couldn't do it myself. Chris had to help me. All right, choose a level putting surface approximately 10 feet in length. Take 3 5-putt sessions to capture consistent stroke data. So we need a level putting surface. Turns out we just happen to have a green in here. Man, 10 feet is a lot further away than what you'd think. So right there is our 10-foot mark. Okay, so we're gonna need my current putter, which is my Scotty Cameron. I need 5 golf balls. I think we're gonna need that holder. Use the pin cradle from your welcome kit. Insert iPod into cradle. Press firmly to snap cradle onto shaft. Align the iPod perpendicular to the putter face. What does perpendicular mean? Okay, so look about perpendicular, Chris?
That looks perpendicular.
Please complete 3 5-putt sessions. You know what I'm gonna have to get out of my brain is a practice stroke, because I'm so used to taking practice strokes. It obviously feels different. It's like way heavier with this. Obviously not looking for accuracy, I guess, because significantly heavier. So far, I'm not off to a good start. I don't know if I should be trying to make them or not. Just says repeat, try to keep your stroke as consistent as possible. So this is my lie angle, my shaft lean, closing. Huh. All right, I guess that's it. We're allowed to keep the cradle, and we're allowed to keep the putting disc. The thing I don't understand is I don't know what a putting disc does. Do you, Tate?
No, no idea what it's for. Your stroke should I don't know.
Let's see real quick on the computer. A golf hole. So it should be the same size as the golf hole. And you can put this anywhere on a practice green or anywhere in your living room or something if you just wanted to practice putting. That's kind of cool. So we got that for free. Better for 1,200 bucks. All right, so we're gonna send this back. We're pretty much done here. We're gonna have to wait and talk to the fitter. Hopefully we'll be able to record that fitting session, see where we go from here, because I really don't know.
So how did you first hear about the PLD program?
Well, we are a PXG dealer in our showroom, and so I was actually trying to look into, doing some stuff with Ping. So I just put it on the website, and then I was like, "Oh man, this thing looks badass. I got to look into this."
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, yeah, well, awesome. So have you been playing much golf lately?
Yeah, I have like the yips this year. I suck this year.
Oh no. So
yeah.
You're currently playing a Scotty Cameron?
Yeah, I have a Scotty Cameron Newport 2, I think.
Okay, awesome. How long have you been playing that for?
Probably like 3 years.
Okay, and then are you looking to kind of stick with more of a blade shape? Were you open? What have you seen anything out there that kind of piques your interest at all?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely am most comfortable with blade. I mean, as you guys are the experts, so
yep,
I'll leave it up to you guys, but I do like it, a blade putter, yeah.
Okay. Was that the first time that you've used iPing before?
Like your app thing?
Yes.
Yeah, it was the first time I tried that.
Okay. How did that process go?
It was good. Obviously, it felt a little heavy on the club. It didn't feel like a regular putt with the iPod on there. But I think it went pretty good. I was going to tell you too, I kind of have like this little tick. So I de-loft the putter right before I putt. So I don't know if that messed up any of your data or anything.
No, yeah. I mean, we'll cover all the numbers that we're going to be looking at will be your numbers at impact, which you do have some forward shaft lane, which is nothing wrong with that. So yeah, it will still pick up all your metrics at impact. So, but iPing is just all kind of based off consistency, where it is positioned on the shaft. It's actually obviously it's going to add some overall weight, but it won't throw off your metrics. So it's really not going to affect the swing weight much. So your metrics that we're looking at are kind of your natural tendencies and the forces and torques that you're applying to the putter. So if you look at here, this first column, these are all your metrics, these 5 categories that we're looking at. This first column are your consistency scores for each metric. The right column are all your stroke metrics. And then on the average of the 3 putts that you hit, this 8.8, that's your overall consistency score, which is on the same scale as like an actual handicap. Your impact angle, so this negative 1.7, that's just a relative measurement from where you are at setup compared to where you are at impact with the face. So it's really just how you're aiming it. Now, this number of negative 1.7 doesn't need to be right at 0. Everyone's going to aim a little bit different. What we're really trying to focus on here is consistency. So this is what we use to kind of help fit for head shape and alignment features, those characteristics of the putter. So what really negative 1.7 means for you, you're a little bit of a right aimer, and then you come in a little bit close relative to that starting point. This probably has a lot to do with your forward shaft lean. We'll get to that. There's no right or wrong in terms of the shaft lean, but you are just a slight right aimer, and then you come in close relative to that starting point. But again, we're focusing on consistency. That number doesn't need to be right at 0. Everyone just aims a little bit differently.
Okay.
Your tempo, so this 2.0, this would just be a time ratio from your backswing to your forward swing. So really 1.8 to 2.2 in iPing is going to be more of an average tempo. This is what we'd use to help fit for head weight. So a lot of our research shows if you have a little bit of a slower tempo, something a little bit heavier is going to be a good option. If you have a little quicker tempo, something more traditional weighted, potentially a little bit lighter is going to be a good option for you. So you can see here, this plus 2.6, you're very, very consistent on your tempo. So probably keeping you more kind of traditional weighted. Now, do you have a tendency of kind of struggling inside 10 feet, or is it more like longer lag putts that you notice? All right, so this impact lie angle, so we're measuring this lie angle from the vertical position. So our standard lie angle is 20 degrees, where if you're measuring it from, if you're more familiar with the 70-degree number, that would be measuring it from the ground level up. So really 20 and 70 degrees would be the same lie angle. So you are showing just a touch flatter. So the toe is just slightly up in the air at impact. So I would recommend going just a touch flatter for you. And then your last metric would be your shaft lean. So this negative 4.3, like you were saying, you have a little bit of a trigger to get that putt started. So at impact, you have about 4 degrees of forward shaft lean. So we would typically like to see your dynamic loft. So the combination of this number and the loft of your putter to be around 3 degrees. All right, so we'll do the answer to, I put the patina finish in there. I can also send you the picture of the glazed donut, but we'll do a shallow mill, which is 4,000 deep. We'll do a line on the top rail and the back flange. The PP58 original with +2 wraps. Now, do you want to do the original PP58 where the ping and the ping man are white, or we also have a blackout version?
No, probably is the grip black or like a charcoal?
The grip is black, yeah. Pleasure talking with you today.
Yeah, you too, man. I'll keep you posted.
Sounds good. Have a good rest of the day and a good weekend.
All right, Tate. After 12 long weeks, it's finally here. I'm pretty nervous because this thing was expensive and it better save me some strokes. The PLD custom putter system. You ready?
Yep.
There's our certificate of authenticity.
Dang, that's sweet.
With our serial number on our putter. Hold that for me.
So this is for if you ever want to resell it or anything. Sell it. Resell. Take care of that for you.
So here's our putter head cover. Are you guys ready for the reveal? As you guys probably saw in my Zoom video. Well, I guess I never decided the colors, but I ended up going with Green Bay Packer colors and the patina head. So let's check it out.
Oh.
So there's
Like
the patina head.
colored.
So the milled face, I did Green Bay Packer PLD. And then I chose to do an aim line on the top and the back, again in green, and check this out. There's my Packers colors, and then my initials, and then some people call me Trev Dog. Not that many people, but I
You've
thought
been
it'd be
known to
cool.
be called that.
I've been known to be called a Trev Dog a time or two.
Yeah.
And then check this out. So because it's patinaed, those are stainless steel weights. So this putter's heavier, but they don't patina. Stainless steel doesn't patina. So that's why you can kind of see the weight. So is it going to be worth $1,200? I don't know. So let me show you the putter. Come over here and do a side by side. I love my Scotty Cameron. So you can see it is similar to a Scotty, the answer to. I mean, head shape and everything is very similar, and I love this putter. That's why I wanted to do something similar. But I wanted to, as you know, in our consultation on the meeting, it's just a little more specific to me. So for example, the lie angle. So it's got a steeper lie angle on it. So when they're both flat, see that? See the shaft, the lean? And that's because sometimes here, I like to keep my hands low and it raises the toe of the club up. And I feel like it's an unnatural feeling to do this. So with this guy, it's naturally gonna help my hands sort of hang low a little bit without that toe getting as much of a rise on it. And I really liked my grip on the Scotty. So it does have a similar grip, and then we extended it a 1/2 inch. So that almost looks like an inch though, huh?
No, it's 1/2 inch.
You can see it's about a 1/2 inch longer. Same thing, I feel like sometimes I'm a little too hunched over, being 6'3", I'm a little too hunched over the top of this ball. Versus here, I feel like I can get a little more upright on it.
You know who else has that grip on there, Scotty?
Tiger?
Tiger.
Well, this isn't a Scotty.
I know, but that's a good grip. Ooh, it is heavier.
So now all those things I said, you know, extending it a 1/2 inch,
Lie angle.
changing the lie angle. You don't have to order a $1,200 custom putter to do that. You can obviously take your Scotty and bend it, but here's the thing. If you extend this, it changes, the weight, the balance of the weight. So you'd almost would need different weights if you had a longer shaft in this. But also it has, this is I think a 4-degree or 3-degree loft angle. And then if you noticed in that Zoom meeting we did, I tend to de-loft the club a little bit. And so he said I needed a softer launch angle or lie angle. That way the ball's not digging into the turf as much. So especially on longer putts. So let's just see how she feels. Now come over the top, Chris, so you can kind of see what it looks like for me standing up. So see, I wanted that line. Let me see the Scotty again real quick, Tate. I wanted that aiming line to extend all the way through too. So see how I had them add a line on top of the club? And that's so I have a habit sometimes of being off center. So I figured with that extra solid line, it'll be easier for me to make sure that line's directly centered on the club. Oh, I'm nervous. Should we do a few swings, see what happens?
A cup above it.
Cup above it.
Yep, that's the read.
Left.
Yeah, it breaks right to left.
Okay, let's go.
Oh, a little firm.
Little firm. Let's try again. It's heavy, so it's heavier. I feel like it's gonna take.
Yeah, your pace, you're gonna have to learn that pace. That's good.
I mean,
Right in the heart.
this is what, 15-footer?
Yeah.
So I have one lip out and then
If you could make this on the course regularly, that
that's
changes
too hard.
everything.
Too hard again. But yeah, I definitely feel, does it look like I'm a little more upright
Yeah.
on it?
Where do you like your hands on your grip?
At the very top.
The very top.
Yeah. All right, let's try this. Let's try a shorter putt downhill.
Right to left again.
Not that much. Now, obviously,
Got it.
this is designed for me, but why don't you try a few hits, see what you think of it. Tate plays the same Scotty Newport 2 Select.
I
The
do like.
Special Select 2020 model with the same grip.
I have looked into changing my weights on my Scotty too to heavier. Not quite hard enough. Ooh, I think that was good. Feels good.
Yeah.
It feels almost identical off the face as the Scotty.
Yeah, because it's a milled face. So again, not a huge difference. I don't know, like, here's the question though. Obviously, I'm gonna have to do a follow-up. Time will tell if it's worth $1,200 or not. But if you really think about it, putter's probably the most important club in the bag. It's gonna be the fastest way you can save strokes. And like I said, I could have modified my Scotty a little bit, not exactly to this, but I could have, played around with it. But I don't know, something, maybe it'll be placebo effect or something, but knowing when you're standing over a putt that every single thing about this club is exactly the way you want it. It's the color you want, it's got your name on it, it comes from the factory, and it's not modified, it just already fits you perfect, direct from the factory. I feel like that could give you a certain level of confidence.
And here's the other thing.
Tell me.
What's the club that you can hold on to the longest?
Yeah.
I mean, you have people that are playing Scotty Camerons from their first golf set in the 90s.
Tiger.
Yeah, Tiger.
I mean, putter technology is not like, Odyssey plays around with a lot of technology in their putters, but a milled putter is a milled putter as far as technology goes. It's a solid piece of metal that's milled.
I mean, if you zoom in on Tiger's, you can see his sweet spot where he hits. This is an investment. You think you buy a driver every 3 or 4 years, you're going to spend that
Right.
You're going to spend that pretty
It's
quick.
not like you're going to buy a set of irons and then all of a sudden there's going to be a lot way better iron technology out there. So I guess for $1,200, if it's in the bag for...
And you don't have to go as extravagant as you did. You can get that same setup for probably cheaper.
No,
without
so
the
the
customizations.
PLD custom is a flat rate $1,200.
Oh, no matter what you do.
So you can get a stock PLD milled putter. It'll basically end up just like a stock Scotty, and that's $500-$600.
So about the same price as a Scotty.
Yeah, it's basically going to be the same experience as a Scotty. But if you want that one-on-one Zoom meeting and you want it custom colored and finished, how do you think I did on the color? You like the patina with the
I
green
think
and
it's really
yellow?
sweet.
What do you think? Let's see what the audience thinks at home.
Timeless is my first thought.
What do you think, Chris? You like the, or should I have done black? I almost did a black putter head
That
with
would've
the
been
green
sweet.
and yellow. It's too late now. $1,200. So
I think a lot of
it's-
people are doing black.
Let's check out the toe hang too. So I have, he was saying it's about the same toe hang, about 40% toe hang. So see how it doesn't hang flat? It's got toe hang
Oh, I see.
on it. And that's again because I have, like he was saying in that video, I sort of have an arc putter stroke. I'm not a straight back, straight through guy. So I learned a lot that,
Did I just make that?
yeah, son of a gun. I learned a lot in that video, and it definitely gives me confidence, but maybe I'll do a follow-up TikTok or a follow-up short on when I play with it on Friday. I'm usually averaging about 32 to 35 putts.
Let's get you on the course with it.
So
get
if
some
I
live
can-
shots.
I'm kind of curious, should I do a little challenge to myself if I can keep it under 30?
Under
Then
32.
it's under 32 putt, or no, under 30. If I can have some putts in the 20s, I've done it before. I, one time, shot a 106 with 29 putts. If you can even believe that that's possible. Now here's the next question. Do I stick with the stock putter head cover, or do I get a sweet pair of Air Jordans or something to put on this? What do you think, Chris? Oh yeah. All right, that's my experience buying a $1,200 putter. We'll do a follow-up video and I'll let you know if I think it was worth it or not. But it's definitely a thing of beauty, and it was an easy, smooth experience, and Ping was,
They dialed you in.
they were easy to work with, for sure. So I'm not mad at it so far, but we'll see if it ends up in a lake or not. We'll see you guys next time.